Gales. I'm the head wrestling coach at Trinity College and the executive director for Beat the Streets Connecticut.
So how many people have never, or new to wrestling, have never seen wrestling? Am I talking about
The goals of Beat the Streets are to build leaders through this program. These leaders will become active and engaged citizens of their communities. And in the long run, we'd like to build a greater wrestling community in Connecticut's major cities.
Child of a single mother in Hartford. I was fortunate enough to be part of many of the youth programs that were offered in the city. And I know for me personally, and a lot of the other youth in my personal situation, we were able to benefit from a lot of the structure, physical activity. Young boys growing up in the city, you're going to find something to do, so it gave us a lot of opportunities to do such. And a lot of mentors from a coaching standpoint, especially as you go into athletics, you get coaches that are very influential in some of the decisions that you have to make. And it gave us an alternative, something else to do, something to keep us busy.
Youth can benefit from the sport of wrestling because it teaches good work ethic and it also makes you humble. So you go out there, you're one-on-one on a mat, the lazy guy isn't going to win the match. It's going to be the hardest worker. He might not be the most technical, he might not be the most athletic, but the hardest wrestler is going to win. And that wrestler put in the time. Wrestling's taught me hard work and independence. So going to practice 2 hours every day with my dad, I knew that when I wrestled a couple kids, it wasn't going to cut it. I need to put in my own work at my own time. So when my coaches told me to do my push-ups and do my crunches in my off time before school or even after practice when I got home, on top of what we did at the end of our practices, that hard work would pay off.
For me growing up in the inner city, there are always going to be challenges. There are going to be situations where you need to dare to be different in some situations. And let's be honest, wrestling is not a favorite sport. You know, basketball, football were the sports that I grew up seeing. And so you have to be comfortable being different and on the mat. You have to be comfortable being in compromised situations physically for you to learn wrestling. You have to learn how to learn, basically how to lose. You're not going to be undefeated. You're going to lose. You're going to have situations that you're going to have to deal with. And how those translate into coping with different situations is growing up with, that you grow with in the inner city, whether it be challenges in a home, whether it be challenges to and from school, challenges with school. It just gives you an extra tool set, different lens and headgear for dealing with conflict and conflict resolution, and more importantly, different confidence level. So you feel confident going into some of these situations that may not be to your benefit, but you become confident as far as dealing with the situations and dealing with them in a positive manner because you've learned some of those techniques and some of those skills mentally on the mat. So I think it's a great parallel between some of the challenges that we have with youth and some of the skills you learn specifically with wrestling that you don't learn in other team sports.